all right. What's up, guys? Happy New Year to everybody who's watching. I hope you can hear me clearly. It's a new year, and this is the first live stream of the year. What I want to do, guys, is to show you the most important things that you should be worried about or you should be paying attention to if you want to generate as much profit as possible in the markets. There is a lot to consider today. We are officially in a bull run, starting the year at the top, everything pumping. And if you look at the news right now, even CNBC is talking about the bull run. So you can check it out. So it is official. There's no doubt about that. We are in a bull run. We are live on YouTube. We're about to hit 230,000 subscribers. So if you're watching, you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it. I have several things to show you guys, very important. Mostly I will do a macroeconomic analysis of what's going on in the markets in general. And if you're trading like me, it's a shit show today. Lots of volatility as we're expecting an ETF approval from the SEC. So the volatility is real. But we pumped up. Bitcoin is now above $45,000. I mean, a year's top so far, obviously. And on our trade, I have $226,000 on this trade, trading Ethereum with 5x leverage. So far, we are at $6,000 profit because I closed and re-entered the position at, where is the entry again here? It was at 2,300. And if you want to follow this trade, if you want to trade as well on a platform like this, there's the link to Bybit. Link is in the description below. But wow, we're paying $2,000 I have paid to keep this position open. We reached about $10,000 in profit today, but obviously the market retraced a little bit. So yeah, link to Bybit if you want to trade is in the description below. You use my link, you get a lot of welcome benefits. Check it out. And our portfolio, where we invested a little $10,000 that we want to flip into $1 million, you can also check it out that we're now at $20,000. I am so impressed by how much this portfolio is holding up out of all this volatility that's happening. We're still holding up really nicely at $20,000. It's now 60 days old, I believe, this portfolio, almost 60 days old, and we're 100% up. I think that is still quite impressive. So with this portfolio, with this account, we started with $17,000, and now we have what, 50,580. So I think that's pretty impressive as well that we keep on going. So let's get back to what I have prepared for you guys today. So number one is that I will be presenting this assuming that you know a little bit about the markets or you watch my channel very frequently. But if you don't, I have a link in the description giving you a free course that you can learn. You can get started with crypto. Is on Crypto University. Link is in the description. Free course from me showing you guys how the markets work and how you can trade. If you want to make money from the markets and quit your job, oh, check that out. Can you see that candle, guys? Oh my gosh, we're rallying again, guys. I think it's going to be a fantastic day. Okay, you can see this portfolio already at 15% up now. But yeah, so let's get started and what's going on in the market, what to do and how to prepare for the wins, how to get all the big monies in the market. I will start off with a macro analysis of everything that's going on right now, okay? Here is what everything looks like. So first, you want to be familiar with the macro. This is the big game that basically dominates or controls everything. Number one is the balance sheet of the Feds. The Federal Reserve have been cutting down. If you can't see my screen, it's because you're watching on Instagram. I am sharing the screen on YouTube, so go to YouTube. But we have seen the balance sheet of the Fed literally cutting down, taking money out of circulation for the last 2 years almost. And it seems like now we're almost at the end of that. And these two measures, two values sort of work convexly, because on the other side, you have interest rates since 2021, at least from January 2022, actually, we have had a steady rise of interest rate, which has been growing and growing, almost a 90-degree line growing up, actually. But we started seeing a little tapering here at the top, right? So we're now going over, I think we will get another period that is stagnant like this. And then it's more likely to be followed by a decline in interest rate, which is good for Bitcoin. It raises the price. On the other side, markets are already speculating this move. So you can see the S&P 500 here. This is the stock market ramping up, green candles week by week going up. Bitcoin also following kind of the same trend, and this is a good sign and it's bullish. On the other side, we got the US dollar index. These are the things that I pay attention to, by the way, at the beginning of the year. You have to understand where the macro environment first. So on this side, we have the US dollar index. This is the index that tracks the US dollar strength. If you're in my course, you already know all this stuff, right? If you're in Crypto University or Alpha Group, you already know. So this has been declining steadily as well, simply because that's just how it works. That's just how it works in the markets. You know, when the dollar is losing strength, risk on assets tend to gain. So I can show you Bitcoin USD here from Coinbase. And if I switch this to a weekly instead, you can see that this is definitely a divergence, right? The one at the bottom here, it's going down. The one at the top is going up. So Bitcoin going up, while the other line, this other trend is going down. The US dollar losing strength, Bitcoin gains. That is why when Bitcoin gains over time, and the US dollar basically just makes you poor. So these are the fundamental stuff that you need to know. So we are set for a bull run. We are going to make lots of money, but there's something more interesting that I want to show you guys. So let's have a look at that. So this is the CEO, the managing partner at Deepwater Asset Management. He was talking about the markets. He was being interviewed 2 hours ago on CNBC, and this is what he had to say. So let's play it back.
About a fundamental shift in productivity, and I think we are going to be in the first year of what will be a tech bubble that is going to build over the next 3 to 5 years. It's the only logical outcome when there's a seismic shift like AI is to produce a bubble. And so with all the pros and all the cons, and so that's our setup, that's our framework going into this year. And I think when it comes to performance, the consensus is that the Mag 7 is not going to perform, not going to be leading. I think we are going to be in the first year of what rates. This is about a fundamental shift. Mike, maybe just for starters, is I think we're entering a 3 to 5 year tech bull market. This is powered by AI. This is not about interest rates. This is about a fundamental shift in productivity.
Right, guys. So I will just cut it there. Basically, what this guy is trying to say is that we are entering a 1 to 3 year bull run because of AI. Every time there's a new technology that enhances productivity of humanity, we do enter a bull run because new asset classes are created, new products, new ways of doing things. And as a crypto trader, I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, this is basically an altcoin play. From my side, I'm looking at it, okay, if I want to hold any positions to make money in the next bull run, I should still be looking at AI. So if you look at our portfolio here, we have already doubled our investment in AI, almost doubled now. It's like 80% almost. So we're pretty good here, but I do think that AI might seem very quiet right now, but it will come back when a new product breaks into the market, like another new ChatGPT of some sort. So something to pay attention to also, you have to know that NVIDIA outperformed Bitcoin last year because it did over 200%, I believe, and Bitcoin did about 160%. So it's showing you the trend, the strength of the AI trend is basically aggressive. So if you are not positioned yourself for AI in your portfolio, whatever you're doing, then I think you will be missing out on a huge opportunity. All right. So if you're wondering how I'm able to trade like this, by the way, on this portfolio, how I've been able to grow this 17K to 50,000, I'm using a strategy where I follow an indicator called the Nitros Bull. You can get it from cryptouniversity.network. It gives you signals for bull and bear. So whenever I see a bullish signal, I basically buy. And whenever I see a bearish signal, I basically sell. So you can use it for long and short as well. Just like here, this is another coin called Tone. I shared this in the Alpha group yesterday that, hey, Nitros Bull has gone bullish on it and we went long, and so far so good. So it gives you these signals here. Bull, it's time to buy, and bear means that it's time to sell or short. You can find it on cryptouniversity.network. Link is in the description below. You just go to signals on the website and it's right here for you. You can find it right here. Okay, so moving on what I had prepared for you guys today. So the ETF is happening. Everybody is waiting. There will be multiple ETF players that will be helping to push Bitcoin to go higher and higher. However, there's something interesting to look at when it comes to the ETF, because it's going to be injustice if we talk about a bull run without talking about the drawdowns. So the drawdowns is basically whenever, by how much does the price drop from the tops whenever it's going up. So this is a bull market correction drawdowns over time from 2011, the first initial Bitcoin bull run since its creation, up to now. So you will see that over time, the volatility of Bitcoin sort of decreases, even though between 2020 to 2022, we had a lot of drawdowns, bigger even than the 2017, 2018. But this was due to multiple factors, a lot of companies losing their grips and stuff. But on average, we had typical corrections of 25% in the 2018 to 2021 bull run. And from 2019 to 2021, we had more than 50% drawdowns. But this is FTX is in there. You're looking at all the scams and all the companies that collapse, including Luna as well. It's the reason why we had a huge average drawdown level. And now you're looking at the current trend right here. We are only experiencing a maximum of, on average, a minus 20% drawdown. So the trend is really strong. However, it is important to keep in mind that this could also be a sell the event situation, and we might experience a much bigger drawdown that we have seen in recent time when the ETF is approved, but that might be for a short period of time before we take off and we continue going on. So whatever you're doing on your portfolio, make sure you position yourself in preparation of this kind of event. What I have done is this. Most of my positions are in profit, like you can see with this kind of stuff. So what I do, I would put a take profit and stop loss, especially a stop loss at my entries. So for this kind of position, for example, I could put me at 2300 stop loss to make sure that if the market returns aggressively, I'm not going to lose everything. It's just going to be a matter of collateral damage. That's it. I can lose the realized P&L that I paid in fees. I can take a small loss, or I might just put it a little bit higher to take a small win, but I'm not going to get caught out. So at least prepare. If we're looking at these big God candles going up like this, you can also expect the opposite to happen at any time. All right, the last time that I want to show you guys is on the altcoin markets. So we have been on this channel aggressive on trading ordinals for the most part, and we have done pretty well, 5x for the last 5 months. But I want to show you guys something interesting that gives me even more conviction when it comes to these assets. Check this out. We're looking at SATs, which some might claim that, oh, this, it went overboard, it went up too much, or it could be Audi, a coin like Audi. Where is Audi here? Right? You're looking at tokens like Audi they keep on pumping even on days where the market is extremely volatile. They are holding up. So this is a good sign that we are in a bull run and corrections are going to happen, but they're not going to be, at least to the most extreme levels where you have to be worried. Okay, so get prepared, log your charts, make sure you're buying some good NFTs. Everything that has been suppressed in the market will be pumping, as long as you're not stuck in XRP and Cardano. Of course, you guys know how I feel about those ones. So let me read your comments quickly before we close the live, because we are having a live session in the Alpha group, a Q&A session, which we do every week. So I have to spend some time with the Alpha group members, talk about the markets, research, and share each other what we're finding. So if you're in the Alpha group, I'll see you in there. But for the rest of you guys, man, I will see you on the moon. I told you about stacks at the beginning. This is the layer 2 for Bitcoin, and it's not going to stop. In Q1 of this year, they're launching Nakamoto standard, which will make the network much faster, 5 seconds per transaction, which is on Bitcoin. Expect this token to keep ramping up. And Alex and several others. If you're following my free mints on Twitter, on Stacks, we had a problem where exchanges were not allowing withdrawals for Stacks token, but now Binance, Bybit, and all the others are allowing you to withdraw. And by the way, some of you are complaining that you can't use the exchanges that I use, Bybit or OKX. Now you can use this exchange, 2bit. There's no KYC so far whatsoever, which means if you're in the US, if you're in the UK, you just go in, create an account, and you'll be able to trade derivatives. They do list a lot of good stuff on here too. So just make sure you use my link in the description because, of course, I told you about it. And if you love Bonk, smash the like button. I'm still holding. So the bank borrowed me money. I didn't ask them for it. I don't know if you guys saw that on Twitter. So what I did, I just bought crypto with all the money. I accepted the loan because they're like, I think it's 5% interest, like rookie numbers. So I ended up buying Bonk with all the money. And my sell position is when it doubles. So I'll let you know how that goes. But I think it's just a fun game to play. DJ Dunkler says, thanks for the Audi tip. Oh, nice, man. I'm glad you made some money off it. Just join the Alpha group. If you're making all this money, join the Alpha group. There's much more stuff there. NFTs, cryptos, all the stuff that I'm doing research on. There's a lot of guys who are like really, really obsessed with what's going on right now. So if you want to make more money, definitely join in the Alpha group and I'll see you guys there. Okay, I see Edward is pinging me here for the Alpha session. So let me jump off. But thank you, everybody. Wishing you a great year. It's going to be the most successful year you have ever had. Some of you have never been in a bull run. Things are going to get real. Just don't lose your mind off it. And take profits, put stop losses, guys. Thank you. Yeah, see BRC20. I have another channel on Crypto University. I might go live there tonight and do a little bit of BRC20 stuff. So make sure you subscribe to it. If I have the energy, I'll do it. All right. Do you know Advantage AI that works with Amazon? No, I don't. Okay. Cheers, guys. Smash the like button.